Give me a minute.
I can't give you a minute. This is it, man. You know, they pay by an increment of a minute.
A minute?
In Hollywood, yes.
Oh, shoot, I'm glad I'm not in Hollywood.
You are in Hollywood.
No, that's over the hill.
Yeah.
Topanga, they do it.
So what's all this here?
Those are the front hand railings. And...
Where front?
Huh?
Where?
For the viewpoint where all the big doors are going.
Ah, where the...
These are going to make the railing for that front up there. I showed you these the other day, remember?
Yeah.
They're all painted and ready to put on now.
This belongs to the Ipe.
Huh?
The Ipe.
It goes in front of the Ipe on bolts to the fascia in front.
Right.
And then this is a little handrail for the top of the stairs
that
we hammered out. And this is, the hinges we made for the upper window. They go together like that.
Oh, the upper window, the slider.
So that stained glass window right. Oh, I just remembered. I got to go get that today. The stained glass window right there.
Right.
Yeah.
The guy from Topanga who did it?
That rebuilt it.
Yes.
I'm not sure where Sean dropped that off. It was a guy I found in the phone book. Right. Yeah, not too far at Canoga Park.
That's for the stained glass.
He had to repair the stained glass because it was ready to fall out of the thing. And
Yeah.
it to be really stiff if we're going to make it open and close.
Yeah. All right.
Oh. Let me grab something really quick.
By the way, here.
Yeah.
Did you fix
it? I put a new post in there because the cables were coming in too close to the tree.
Yeah, I can
gives
see.
It plenty of room to move around.
After 60 years, I think he has to worry about it.
This is the hatch lock that I made.
Nice, man. Ken, you have to stay away with women from women, man, because they're draining the energy.
What?
You have to stay away from women during the week. I have to tell Alexander, you can't do that.
I do no womanizing.
Come on, I saw that.
It's Eli's job.
Eli, who was here yesterday? What was her name?
Oh, Jasmine?
Jasmine.
No, come on. Be nice.
Be nice?
She wouldn't appreciate that, all this talk about her.
You will see. I'm going to bring her here. I'm going to torture you. You don't deserve a woman like that. You just dump her. Middle Eastern women don't like this. You see, you got a little bit excited. I'm going to tell Alexander about Jasmine when he comes in person. You want to put it in the... Blindfolded.
So then this thing gets bolted up to this.
You finished the denim, huh?
Huh?
Finished.
Yeah, all the insulation's in now. We're pretty much skinning the upper roof. There's ceiling now. See up there?
Yes. Oh, I see here, this one.
Yeah.
Try it one more time. Yeah, I see.
And then that'll catch the bottom of the hatch.
Oh.
And that's how the lock works.
Okay.
The board right across here and stain it this dark color. And then there'll be a little board you got to pull out, and this will all be hidden so nobody can really see it.
Ah. That's great.
So the board I was working on last night is our threshold board, and it's going to go right here.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
all those doors will slide in a nice smooth track along the top. And then Eli's been working on skinning all this. That's what the ceiling will look like.
And the slider here.
And the what?
The slider up.
Yeah, that's the aluminum frame that Max was working on.
Yeah.
And we should have the tracks in next week for that. And that should get us, it will get painted and assembled next week.
This will be, what will be here?
Huh?
Here.
Well, this
Open?
same skin's going to come around the
Yes.
corner. And then it's going to get to this bay right here.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point right here, we're going to have this be able to open up.
Ah.
So that, and then there'll be plexiglass on the other side of it. So this will be kind of a window to view all the way through down to the ground from the upstairs.
Hmm.
And don't know why, I just thought it kind of cool. We were sitting up there one night and on the full moon, and you could sit up on the roof where the roof bench was going to go and look all the way down here to the ground, and it was just such a really nice view.
Yeah.
That I thought, oh, they got to be able to see that from up there.
Hmm. Okay. I really like the denim. It's beautiful.
Makes it feel really warm and
Unbelievable.
quiet. You can tell the sound dampening of it, and
Oh, also it absorbs
yeah,
sound.
yeah. So it dampens the sound. It's
Oh.
absorbent. Yeah,
Wow.
it makes it really. It'll be quieter space.
And it will
for
be
you.
covered with wood, not plywood, right?
It'll look like the same as the.
Oh, yes.
ceiling.
Hmm. Same wood or different wood?
Same wood.
What is this wood?
This is all second growth redwood.
Ah.
Redwood's actually, if it's managed correctly, you know, it's not the same wood as the old growth stuff, the second growth stuff, because it doesn't have near the cellular structure that old growth wood has. The second growth wood has a lot more cellulose and more space between the growth rings or the lignin. That it's much softer. You know, in a second growth tree, the growth rings can be 2 rings an inch. That means every 2 years that tree is adding 2 inches of size to itself. In an old growth tree, you can get 50 rings an inch. So that it take 50 years for that tree to do this, an old growth tree to do the same thing a second growth tree does in 2 years. That being said, that when they cut all the trees, old growth trees down, the redwood trees grow up around the fairy circles around the old stump base. They're basically stump sprouts that are coming up. And since they don't have any competition for sunlight, and they're getting fed off of a root system that was feeding a 1,000-year-old tree, they just grow up like weeds. And you know, the trees around Northern California can grow to 5 feet in diameter in 100 years and be 200 feet tall in 100 years. It's just remarkable. But in order to get old growth wood, the same quality of wood that the old growth trees provided, we would have to leave that forest alone for 1 full generation of the tree, which is 1,000 years. And that's the only way we're ever going to get any more old growth. So when we bring out that old growth redwood bench,
The 2,000-year-old.
the slab that we're using for this particular bench came off of a log that was approximately a 900-year-old tree. The rings were so close together it was really hard to count. And it's one of the top slices off that log that we took. The center slice, that piece is maybe 3 feet wide, 2.5 to 3 feet wide.
Yeah, yeah.
The pieces that were below that in the center of the log were 5 feet wide. And when we put that here, it's going to just be a dramatic contrast between the old and the new. You'll really get to see the difference in the growth rings. It's going to be quite spectacular. I really can't wait to see it.
So
I was looking, there was a couple of like this board right here.
mm-hmm.
If you look at how close these rings are together.
Yeah.
This is an old growth piece of wood. This came from an old growth tree. Then you do it
Versus
in contrast
this, you could
to
see this one.
yeah, to these ones over here,
Right.
where you see how far the growth rings are apart.
Right.
I mean, every year that tree was adding that much material, a half an inch of material.
This is the
almost.
100 years old trees.
Yeah, it's hard to say. They could have only been 50 or 60 years old.
Right, right, right.
Depends on
I
when
mean,
they
in
were
general.
harvested. But this is second growth
Yeah.
growth, and that's old growth type of growth rings.
Where did you get this one?
They came from the same yard. Every now and then they might have a tree that in a forest that they logged one time before.
So,
They might have a couple of trees that the loggers left. They were a little too young or small, and
wow.
then they come back for another pick. And
Mm.